He said a bigger butt there for a second.
Hey, that, oh yeah. I mean, that is also something that happens.
If I had a bigger desk, then I could have a bigger butt.
There you go.
But then you need an even bigger desk.
You could put a fridge in it. That'd be cool.
Fridge in your butt? What? Wait a minute.
In your desk.
Your
That way
butt's
we
where I-
could like have
where I
all
put things
kinds
to
of
keep them
options.
warm.
We could have all kinds of options for what you're eating, Mark.
Your butt fridge.
Time for some butt snacks.
Oh well.
So would this be a bad time to ask what you're eating, Mark?
I'm like so behind. I haven't eaten dinner. I'm kind of hungry. I don't have
boy.
snacks in front of me. I'm just kind of discombobulated right now.
Oh no, that's not good.
I basically went from like work to get the dog walked super fast and jumping online.
Yeah. Well, how's Lexi doing?
She's pretty good aside from she got stung by a bee this afternoon.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
So she was pretty sad this afternoon. She was hurting.
Poor dog.
But she seems to kind of be over it now, which is nice. So she just had a bad few hours.
She didn't have a bad reaction to the bee stinging out.
No, thankfully not. She was just like limping around and was very sad and shaky and just uncomfortable.
Just not happy with life.
Where did it sting her?
Like on her, what was it, like her right front paw pad?
That's
On her ball? Yeah.
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 She was like hobbling around and holding her paw up and shaking.
Poor Lexi.
Being as pitiful as possible.
She was kind of pitiful.
I mean, I would.
Oh god, this reminds me. A couple of years ago, I went to grab one of the door handles at work, and I did not see the wasp sitting on the door handle.
Oh.
Yeah, so I grabbed it, and the door handle crunched. And I'm like, well, that's weird. And then it got me.
You know what? Actually, I remember you telling me about this.
Oh, did I?
Telling us about this. Yeah, because, that still sucks, though.
Ow. The pain.
Howdy, hamster.
Howdy, hamster. Oh, that's right. The jelly bean is on this thing. I forgot.
Jelly.
Oh, so I'm testing this thing. Did somebody say something in chat?
Yeah. Well, nobody said anything. There's
Just channel point redeem. So if you didn't see hamster redeem things, those messages aren't getting filtered through into IRC, maybe?
Are you still connected to my chat on IRC, or are you connected to Idle Show?
No, I'm on Idle Show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I just saw hamster chat. Okay, so I guess it doesn't.
Yeah,
have
you
all of the
don't see redeems on. IRC.
That makes sense. You spend all this engineering resources to create this chat interface, and then you introduce new features that completely short circuit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About par.
It really is.
It was a cherry
It
bean.
really is.
All right. Well, today, since we can't make any headway with the doctor at the moment, what level are we? 19? Let's go back to Kim's place. We need to go back into the vault.
Okay.
Asphalt.
You guys have any mods installed?
Nuh-uh.
There are mods.
There's mods for
Yeah.
everything. Why can't I reach this shit? Come on.
Yeah, glad to be back to Divinity, hamster.
It's a licorice
Hamster did
bean.
ask what you were eating, Mark.
I'm not eating anything. It's sad.
The sad
I'm hungry.
It's a disgusting bean. Ugh.
Are you gonna be able to make it, Mark?
No,
Mark's gonna end up with food. Don't you worry.
I'm gonna end up with food before we're done. Just haven't gotten that far yet.
I was worried you might fall over your desk. Actually, we see like this
Thankfully-
random stream of characters in chat as your head's rolling across the keyboard.
Oh, I know. And I don't even have my new switches in yet. I could have like extra cushion on my face with my new switches.
That's right. They're well-traveled switches.
Yeah, the switches have seen a lot more of the country than I have. It's like they just like took a quantum leap between Illinois and Colorado. It's like boom, in a day they made it here. Whereas, I mean, they went from like California to Florida to Georgia to Illinois over the course of like, I don't know, like a month and a half or something.
Yeah,
Someone at FedEx went like, "Oh shit, we got to deliver this, don't we?"
It's like, what's this package? Oh,
I'm having trouble getting filament out of California right now.
Oh, that sucks.
Took like
How's
2
the
weeks.
3D printing going for you, Steve?
Pretty good. I'm looking at lithophanes and also to do. I got some metal filament on the way. I'm gonna do some. I like
metal
a coin.
filament. What?
Yeah, there's PLA that's got that's metallic. I think it's more
Oh.
in color than actual
Got it.
material.
It's not like lead.
No,
Okay.
but I
That's
can
tasty.
create a loss. What do you call it? Whoa,
Oh,
that was a real
fun.
loud sound.
Zing.
I
Yeah,
can create a loss thing to make metal.
I found this middle piece of this mural,
Right.
and remember where we found all those kids in the ogres or whatever?
Right. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Look what's in here.
I've spotted something.
Oh, money.
Look at all this.
Money.
Can we just like stop here? This is a good place to be. Like this is like a win by any measure.
Bravo.
Like if we beat the game, we're not going to get more than this.
It's mage armor. Garbage.
Stupid mage armor.
Living on the edge, scope. Living on the edge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I want to live on the edge. Oh, that's a necromancer skill book.
Yeah, I've already got it.
Okay. Well, then I'll sell it and take all the money.
Go right ahead.
You do that.
Does anybody need a golden head?
No, I got enough.
Alright.
I'm trying to quit.
Trying to quit? Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, I'm warming up with a granola bar.
Mm.
It's a juicy pear bean. That's a really good piece of mage armor, but it's mage armor.
Oh, a shadow infusion skill book. What is
Yeah.
that? That's a summoning thing.
Yep, I already have it.
Okay, well, I'm going to repeat what I did to Quinn.
One more time.
I'm not sure exactly how far we are from the end, but it's not too terribly far.
Yeah, we're definitely approaching the end bits.
You should see the shark I printed with my my printer. It was really cool. I sent it over to my cousins. They love it as a toy.
When are you going to print me that
Oh, that's
small
fun.
fry?
The small what?
The small fry.
What's a small fry?
It's that thing I sent you.
You sent me a small fry?
I sent you the Thingiverse entry for the small fry.
Oh, well, I completely forgot about it. I can print it. Let me go turn the printer on. It's not doing anything right now.
Have you printed anything?
I've printed lots of things. I've actually ran myself out of multiple filaments and ordered 3 times already.
It's a butter popcorn
wow.
bean. I noticed there's a puddle of blood leaking from underneath this secret door.
Yeah, and I can't pick it.
Really?
It says this lock cannot be picked.
Heck, it-
But the wall is suffocating, though, so all we got to do is just wait here and it'll die.
Awesome.
Alright. So how do we open this thing?
So if you resend that small fry, I will make sure that I start that up again.
Okay.
Hey, there's a cat pillow over here.
Where?
That sounds important.
Right here. What's this thing that lit up? It's something lit up over here. I didn't click it. Oh, it's just a mirror.
Reflection.
You see yourself
Maybe.
in the mirror.
I see myself in the mirror. It's a very ugly sight. Hey.
That's not what it said.
I don't think those were the small fries that Quinn found, but those are definitely small fries. They arguably may be better.
Oh, yeah. I can
Yeah,
do
those
those
are
too.
those are better than what I saw.
What color would you like? I have multiple colors.
Green.
Green? I have green. Dark green, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got green. Hold on. Let me go turn the printer on.
Oh,
Oh, I
it's
found
opening.
it.
It's opening.
I did the classic thing. I
The
used the
bookcase.
book. This tome of the God King on the shelf over here. And yes, I did say the wall is suffocating.
Are you painting those small fries?
Printer's on.
I mean,
Or is Steve gonna paint it? Have you been painting your stuff, Steve?
No.
Oh no, there's Wendigo.
No, I have not been
Wendigo's
painting them.
here.
But you can use like
I wanna
acrylic
save.
paints, like model
Oh,
model
I see.
paints.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to save as soon as I've started. Okay. Now's a good time to save. 26.
What's your favorite thing you've printed so far?
I think the shark is really up there because it printed as two pieces, a head and the entire body, and it's articulating.
Yes, hamster.
Wow.
It's really cool. If you want one, I can send you a picture. If you want one, let me know. I've printed it like 4 times now.
There's a Kohozuna. Do they got the helicopter? That's something.
I found out my boss likes pigs, and I found like a pig figurine, and I printed 10 of them and dropped them on him.
Jeez.
It was really funny. It was like an army of pigs.
That Zuna's
You
pretty
could say he's pigging out.
Yeah, that's right.
cool. Oh, geez. Take a look at this statue thing of all.
Howdy, Zach and friends.
Howdy, Zach.
Welcome to the stream.
Zach Raiders. How are y'all doing? How was the salmonzing? Howdy, Limo.
Howdy, Limo.
I was gonna print this transformer that was a pumpkin that transforms into a spider, and then send it to Quinn.
Why?
Thought that'd be
Why would
hilarious.
you do that? That's not hilarious.
That,
at all.
that would not be a good joke.
It's a lemon bean.
Wow,
Hey,
these
Mark,
models
what
are
you eating?
really tiny.
What is this thing even? I don't even know.
I'm
uh,
just eating random things. I didn't have dinner. You just ran right to the computer. I'm just gonna grab, this mouse, or this keyboard, this pencil, whatever. I just gonna gnaw away.
it's okay. It says Rome sticks. It's like a meat stick. It says uncured bacon, but it's just like a beef stick, but it's pork, I guess. I don't know what that has to do with bacon. Is it bacon flavored? I don't know. I just ate it.
Bacon is pork, you know.
But it's in the shape of a stick. I've never seen a bacon stick.
Well,
Did I just eat a bacon stick?
yeah. Oh,
You just that sounds like you just ate a bacon stick.
Am I supposed to cook this thing? I hope not. Because like raw bacon's all stringy, right?
You can-
That's not
you can-
what I ate.
You can print a pickle. All right, I'm going to talk to Wendigo.
Okay.
Windigo lies on the
I'm sure nothing bad will happen here.
but drained from her frail bones.
Certainly can't. Nothing will happen.
Shifts with a light clatter at the sight of you.
I'm gonna see if I can raise the. Where is Idlebot? That's a good question.
What? I need coffee? I probably need food.
The God King's punishment awaits. I pray it arrive soon.
You mocker.
Point, laugh.
What becomes of the King's fallen angels? Torture, decay. I came for the Sworn Breaker. I found only Kem's fury.
I'll bring you one
A
if I
sworn
find one.
Baker Scythe?
Yeah, we've already had one, I think.
I probably sold it.
No, I think we gave it to that succubus lady.
It's a hope I can't afford myself. But if you should ever
So I assume you
offer
want all
such a
these small
gift,
fries?
I wouldn't refuse
Yeah.
it.
Of course.
You're going to end up with a whole army of. You're going to end up with your old salmon run in your house.
Halting your advance
That'd be fine.
instantly.
Does it emote when I put emote in chat?
I see the howdy emote.
Oh, it does work. Okay.
Yeah.
You hear a voice, soft and calm,
It doesn't
yet
like one of 'em.
laced with disappointment.
Such a long journey you have undertaken in the service of thieving charlatans, in pursuit of that which you will never obtain.
A long, sad sigh reaches you from the depths of the void itself.
I saw your abysmal treatment of my servant Isbale. Please
How big do you want
test
these?
my patience no
I don't know.
further.
They're not
This
supposed
Life
to be
size.
big.
last chance.
So right now they're like
Abandon
life-size.
this folly.
Right now they're like
Leave and
15
never
millimeter
return.
by 17 millimeter.
Yeah, because I know what that is. I'm American, goddammit. Can you translate that into freedom units?
No.
Well, they're small fry. They're not supposed to be big.
I am the past.
15 millimeters is
Be the future.
a little bit over
I
half
am
an
the
inch.
God King, you are but a
Along with
misguided
balls.
servant. Heed my words and leave.
Right.
I do not wish
Are
you
you happy now?
harm unless you force my hand. Because my followers are many, my
Reorient it.
followers are
Okay,
everywhere.
fine.
Your endeavors
Put
are
some supports
pointless.
The voice fades away, and with it, the pain.
Tree auto.
Yep.
Only the God King knows the weight
15.
of responsibility.
Pressure plate.
Oh, there's a pressure plate and a sign. I'm sure using the sign won't.
Stand on it.
Nothing bad will have it.
I already used the sign. That'd be
Only
happy.
the God King knows
Okay.
the weight of responsibility.
We're supposed to put something on that, then, I guess.
Weight of responsibility. Well, I'm out.
Only the God King knows the weight of responsibility. Is there a statue of the God King around here? I'll be right back.
Alright, they're already fighting, apparently. Maul, Fry, and Swoop are not happy to be in the same zone. There, how's that? There.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. I have it.
There, printing. Finally, jeez.
Oh, huh, that's right. That surprisingly didn't work. If they came painted already, I'd pay you to get some.
How fast do they
not-
print, Steve?
This one's gonna be 32 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you thought about opening up one of those like
The
print
Etsy.
shop things?
Yeah.
Where you can just print. Well, not like
Yeah.
Etsy, but like print what people want.
On
send
demand.
it to
There's
them?
a lot of competition in that thing. I think it'd be better to pick like something and print some stuff. Pre-print.
Ah.
I don't know. I'm toying with it. I might. I've already researched doing a farm and all that kind of stuff.
I tried placing the mug of beer. That didn't seem to work.
Beer.
Bed linen's probably not going to do it.
No.
Look and see if there's a statue we can grab somewhere.
What are you looking for?
Well, the riddle on that thing is... Oh, wait.
Only the God King knows the weight of responsibility.
Right, and there's a pressure
Oh.
plate in front of it.
So clearly, this is the in front of the God King.
Yeah.
And we got to put something on it that weighs something. So we're probably looking for responsibility, something called responsibility,
Okay. I haven't seen
because
that
that's
yet.
usually the wordplay of these riddles. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's like the statue or a rotten apple that's called responsibility or something. And right here it is.
Oh, did you find it?
There's a painting called Responsibility.
Wow.
Done that figure.
All right, come on back.
Yeah.
now. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Oh, okay. I knew there was going to be something up here.
It ironically was the painting I moved to see if there was something behind it to pull a switch to open up this hatch. But
Oh, yeah. Sure is. Man. Wow, it's immune to everything, too. They really don't want you to screw this thing up.
A wild shield over here. Did you see this thing?
What?
Over here.
On
Mothpolin.
I don't see
See that
any
thing?
shield.
It's huge.
Because I just picked it up.
Yeah. Cool, right?
Whoa. Whoa. That is way better than the shield I
Holy
have now.
crap! That's Grant skill, flay skin,
Yeah. Not to mention, look at all the stats on the sucker.
sets death wish. Period.
What is that?
I do like how there's a period at the end of that.
Pretty final there.
Dang.
That's really
wow, this
good.
has got everything I use on it.
Well, that's
Like
perfect.
melee.
Single-handed, I
Yes.
use single-handed. Warfare, I use that. I don't use polymorph. Plus 6 initiative, holy crap.
Plus 10% dodging.
Plus 10% dodging. Okay.
There's wood filament.
Yeah.
Let's
It's all
manage
kinds of
the
crazy
runes on
filament.
this. Let's take this rune out. I don't think we need that rune in that anymore.
So I printed an iPhone case. The problem is this PLA is very rigid. So my phone was trapped in it for about 10 minutes.
Water resistance, earth resistance.
Gonna get some PETG and reprint the phone case.
Throw that in there. Okay.
That's more rubbery.
More rubbering, so I can
That's-
bounce better.
That's pretty
Yeah.
badass. Let's see. If they came painted already, you'd pay to get some. I might. I mean, if Steve prints multiples of them, I might paint them.
Oh, if you want, yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't cost that much material wise. Probably costs more to ship it to you than it will.
Yeah,
the darn
go
thing.
ahead and print 2 sets of them.
I'll save it off so that we can have sets. I'd be interested first to see it if it's first big enough. Second, if the material is correct. Like it might be easier to paint white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would print white.
Mm-hmm.
I'd print white and then you paint it, and it might be
Okay.
easier to paint that way.
I should do 3 sets because Zek's got a brother limo that would want him to.
I'd suggest trying one first to make sure that it's decent.
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
Oh, we dove in, did we?
Lord
Yep.
Arhu. Don't know who that is.
Hey, a rotten leg.
Sounds tasty. Well, whoever he is, he's well grounded.
Some nails
Yeah.
over here.
Hey, Mark.
Hmm.
I need your
Holy crap.
flexing.
Oh,
So I probably shouldn't go down there, huh?
nothing in there.
Oh, well. Go ahead and beat you to it.
Oh, geez, look, there's one of those bottles of source down here, too.
There's a source fountain down here, too.
Oh, look at that.
Like a chocolate fountain.
There's a cursed oil barrel, too. That sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Sounds great. I'm sure that's
You
going
put it
to
on the boat.
high tier blank symbol. Okay.
Unidentified flesh. Thanks, game. A mysterious chunk of flesh. This could be anything or anyone.
Ew.
Only Steve can find out the answer.
Yeah, I could taste it and find out for you if you'd like.
That's all on you.
Okay.
I want to grab this sword over here because it's like worth money.
There's a sword breaker sword that's on the
Oh,
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Hold on, where is it?
sword
It's
breaker.
by the
It's actually
Yeah, actually, that's part of the Swornbreaker thing we just found out
Oh,
we needed
alright.
for Wendigo. Where is it?
Okay. It's right
on
here.
the statue.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Leave
Yeah.
it to me to find stuff. I mean, look, I'm finding shields. I'm finding...
You're finding small guys or small fries in your
Oh,
3D
that's
printer.
Actually,
Yeah.
the entire Swornbreaker. That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Let's go get that Wendigo then.
You
Since-
should drink some source, Steve.
Nom, nom, nom.
Hmm.
Wait, don't you just walk over it?
No,
It's a
I
source
think with
fountain,
that
so
thing,
you
you
gotta-
gotta use the fountain.
You gotta use the fountain so it pees on the ground, and then you drink up the pee.
I did, but it... Huh. How do you drink? Oh, do you use the thingy?
And use the fountain itself.
Yeah, I did
Use the
that.
fountain.
Okay. I don't know.
Try it again. It didn't look like you were actually standing on the pee.
I can't reach it. I keep peeing.
I wonder if it's. Are you like hovering all the time? Maybe.
That would be
I wonder-
such a
Take off one of your piece of armor. See if that's actually probably what it is.
Oh my
To
god!
be very honest, because you don't actually touch the ground. You're immune to like oil and
Yep,
stuff.
that's what it was.
Of course. There's wood
That is-
filament. You can print wood.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you guys go?
Went upstairs.
Upstairs.
We're gonna give
All right, I'll
this
just- Okay.
Swornbreaker to Wendigo.
Okay, you have the death wish. A status
Oh, yeah.
effect.
What's it?
Characters
Cool.
receive a bonus damage based on missing vitality.
Hmm.
So the closer to death you are, the more damage you do.
Oh.
That seems like more along what Lee needs to wield.
Or Mark, actually. It is a two-handed weapon.
Oh, that's true.
Or no, that was from the shield.
That
Never
was
mind.
the shield, yeah.
Mark, come on up.
Marco.
Mark, use your.
Oh,
check.
speaking
He
of-
may have- Mark may have passed out from lack of food.
Indigo lies on the floor. Her essence all
Speaking of
Fate
printing,
can't
I
be
can print
avoided.
keycaps, by the way. There was a model I found for a whole set of keys.
Just
That's
leave me
interesting. I
to
wonder how they feel.
Women.
the PLA might not feel so good, but like the PETG and stuff like that might actually be pretty
I
cool.
beg of you,
And we can even
end this
run
curse.
some the
Everybody needs
alcohol
to chime.
on it
Everybody
too.
needs to chime in.
Oh God.
Let the God King have her.
Oh
Once
jeez.
Black Ring, always Black Ring.
I don't know.
I don't think any of us can
Whatever.
actually use the
Don't
Swornbreaker.
release her from this agony. Give her the size.
It would be Mark, if anybody. And even then, I'm not sure.
What are you choosing? Does it matter?
Good loot?
I mean, I'm giving it to her. So.
Yeah.
Give
All
her
right.
the
Whatever.
Swornbreaker. She's no threat to us. Not anymore.
Mm-hmm. Famous last words.
Consider me moved, Godwaken. Your mercy is boundless.
Be
And
free.
now I break his shackles.
Steve, are you
and
ready for the
end
Dark Tide
this
update?
misery.
Sure.
No goodbye has ever been sweeter.
You mean after the bugs?
Oh, for sure there will be bugs.
Oh,
She is
guaranteed.
free to enter the hall, free of the
They
God
can't
King's
do
shadows.
anything right.
You hear a voice
Not the
And
first
so-
time.
Windigo's voice.
With like a big change like this, everything's gonna be screwed up.
Oh yeah, easily. It's just like the iPhone update. I still haven't applied it because they still are finding issues and fixing them.
She is free from the Covenant at least. Whether she still escapes the God King's notice, I cannot say.
Oh, we can still have it. Yeah, see, it requires tag sworn. I don't think any of us have that tag.
I don't think so. It's probably on. No, that's sneak.
Sworn?
I have
Yeah, I
Lizard,
don't have-
Noble, Mystic, Hero, Elf Fiend, Dwarf Fiend, and Female. So that's all the tags I have.
Human, Scholar, Hero, Dwarf, Elf Friend, Male.
Wizard, Scholar, Hero, Elf Friend, Dwarf Friend, Champion of Driftwood, Female.
Sworn, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how you get sworn tag, because that's the only way you can use it. Alright.
What? Where was that? Hags. Okay, found it. Lizard, Barbarian, Outlaw, Hero, Dwarf, Friend.
You gotta be undead and talk
Elf
to
Friend.
Void Woken in the
Bloodbound.
Nameless Isle.
Oh,
It's just as you enter the Elf Academy.
Okay, well, none of us are undead, so...
Well, but can I wear the thingy and switch to undead?
Can you switch? I thought the undead was the only one you can't switch to.
Oh, was it? It might have been.
Well, it
It'll
makes
take your
sense
face
because... Yeah, I mean... that makes sense
Yeah,
because the whole point of that was for the undead to not be undead.
Right.
Yeah, because it was Fane's mask. Right.
So I'm going to talk to Lord Arhu.
Yeah. So none of us can actually use the Swornbreaker anymore.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna talk to Arhu. I'm gonna save first. That's probably a good idea.
Save and save often. 19 minutes left on the gang.
It's going to be done before the stream's over.
Yeah.
The man
Yeah.
before you writhes
It's kind of wild.
Should really get my camera working on that thing so I can do like
otherworldly shackles are
Time
coiled
lapses.
all around him.
yeah.
Oh, that would be very cool.
The man raises
Still
his
haven't
head
done
with an
that.
anguished groan.
You need like you can have like a redeem, and people can actually request something for you to print.
That'd be wild.
Because
Yeah, I just gotta be quick. Easy.
I refuse to talk.
I will not talk.
Not talk. I am.
What happened?
Oh, he's
Hi.
apparently we've been looking for Arhu. I don't
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Okay.
I don't
Really?
remember that.
Finally. Found him.
Search is at an end. Apologies if you were
We searched high and
expecting a more
low.
Convivial setting.
He coughs up a gout of blood.
You,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Somebody get a handkerchief.
Before he can dissuade you any further, his eyes roll back and he loses consciousness.
Oh, now you did it.
Huh. Well, let's see. What's going on in this place? There's a skeleton over here. with nothing. No.
It's wild. You have an icon above your head now. It's like a sword.
Yeah,
or
I think
something.
that's from the shield.
Looking around, not seeing anything.
Let's see. Less doing anything? There's a reason there's a source fountain here.
Oh! We also have... that. There we go.
And they're tearing his soul apart.
Spirit of a black green pagan. Oh, we need to suck these guys up, huh?
Stop! Stop!
Oh,
I'm
what's he
getting
saying?
conversation. The pain.
His face goes slack as the pain renders him senseless. The man is oblivious to you.
Don't worry, we're going to save you, even if it kills you. Actually, let's talk to one of these guys.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could actually talk to him.
Dark mag. There's nothing in the
Details.
spirit but pain, its own and that of its captive. He resists the agony, but it's only a matter of time before the spirits tear his source away. The pain begins to hurt you
Oh,
too.
screw that.
The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it and turns it back on you. The pain you share nears unbearable levels, and the spirit begins to smile. This is the pinnacle of its existence. And then it exists no more. The pain it gave you ebbs away.
My dear Lord
Oh,
Arthur,
fight!
you should have told me you were expecting visitors.
Ooh. Cool, that's a lot of bad guys. Actually, it's not that many. Okay.
Run, you fools!
Why?
We need him alive. Everything.
Yeah, we've
depends
been
on it.
looking for him.
Right, we've been looking
for a long
him
time.
for 10 minutes.
Been an eon.
And everything depends on this person that I didn't know existed until now.
That, I'm afraid,
Because that's what the screen says.
from where I stand, all of you must die.
Oh.
Everything depends on it.
Okay.
Why, Kim?
Well.
Why betray everything for which you once stood?
I wonder if we gotta keep this Sparku guy alive.
Probably.
Probably.
Betray? I didn't betray the order. I liberated it.
Blah blah blah.
I am the
As one of
order.
Lucian's pawns,
Mhm.
I stood for.
I have the high
weakness,
ground.
Frailty. And then,
Oops.
world as it could be, he made me a promise.
Ooh, the God King. God King's promises don't usually work out that great for you, is the problem.
He promised
Right.
some chips.
Chips.
He promised me a path unburdened by Lucian's pathetic need to defend the defenseless. He promised me a world dominated by the worthiest bloodlines across the ages. He promised me a lasting seat at his glorious table in return for my oath. For the king chooses only the strongest, the most loyal, the most deserving.
Sounds like BS to me. People who
Air.
people who promise that kind of stuff generally are the kind of people who will betray you at the earliest opportunity.
And now, Godwoken, I uphold the final
What
act
level
of
is he?
my
20.
oath, your execution.
It's only got
About finding Lucian.
5,400 armor, 7,500 health.
Good comes from our so-called divine.
All his black ring helpers are only level 19.
He is Mark's Mark.
That's true. Put up a shut up. Aru is coming with me.
What for sure.
Can you fight Aru? Dude laying on the floor with half health. Put up or shut up.
I thought you might say that. Never mind. Soon enough, you'll be free of this folly.
Okay.
Oh, I get to go first.
Wow, that's unusual, isn't it?
Okay, what do we have? Who goes next?
This
Guy over here.
The D5.
And there's going to be no way I'm going to be able to take him out. But I'm not willing to...
Is this me?
really not willing to...
My freaking shield.
go too far away from the group.
Just saying. Loading up.
Okay, let's see here.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby. He has a lot of health. Let's see, how do I want to do this?
Hit really, really hard.
Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't remember my abilities. Sorry.
I don't remember what the buttons do.
Yeah.
He only has light resistances to poison, air, and water. No immunities. Oh, you missed!
Miss!
What?
Didn't
Good
miss that
lord.
time.
At least he's suffocating.
Yeah, you know. Man, that sucked.
Hey! You little turd.
That's what I tried to do.
Oh.
Oh, I missed Mark.
He's trying to
Did you
kill
guys
me
shrink
off.
him?
Oh, he missed Steve again.
Jeez.
Now Mark's turn.
And Mark doesn't even have to move.
No.
I like not moving.
Conveniently placed.
Almost took out all of his armor.
Yep.
Battle stomp.
Squish it. I've been chilled.
Yeah, all your armor's gone now.
And I'm being... He took one of my frickin'
You took one of your frickin'.
bastard.
One of your frickin'.
Alright, well, since they're gonna suck all that up, I'm going to put up, first.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm in the bubble.
Lord Ardu has 300 health left.
Dang, really? Oh, yeah. Might wanna...
This character has no talent. Wow. Really, game?
Wow.
That's harsh.
Jeez.
I mean, jeez.
That's rude.
I noticed he has no armor either. Even though he's in the bubble.
Yeah, he doesn't have... Looks like he doesn't even have maybe he doesn't even have the track. Vitality. Yeah, he only has a vitality stat. He doesn't have either of the two armor stats.
Bro, blocked by magic.
It's me. Oh, Kim's gonna go next. Who's this guy? Where is he?
I also don't see Lord Ardu in the initiative.
Yeah, he's pretty helpless, I think. Can I heal Arden?
Tim's got something called deflecting on him.
Deflecting.
heads.
Projectiles target at or near the character are sent back to where they came.
Ow.
Pay attention to that, Steve. It's permanent.
Yeah.
So.
Ow. What a.
Oh
jerk.
yeah, I remember because I threw a. Because it's at or near. Because I threw one of my toy boxes at something that had deflecting, and it ricocheted back onto me. It can't be healed.
Yeah. I rained blood all around him, then put all that blood inside him.
It doesn't sound very sanitary, but at this point, I don't think you can really complain.
Oh, Kim Phoenix dived over here.
Ow! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Artie's dead, probably.
Reveal yourself.
Or not. Let's see.
Alright, well, we got our choice of targets.
I only have 2 points left.
What happened to Steve?
This dickhead just did an area
Well,
effect right next to me.
One problem is we're all grouped up here. If we need to redo this, we need to spread out before we free up Arhu here.
Yeah.
And we might want to step away from Arhu too, because we're on. They're not attacking him directly. He's getting attacked because we're close to him.
Right.
The one that goes next is the Pain Weaver, but he's up there. This Defiler standing next to you
Oh, what the frick?
doesn't have any armor.
Oh, this guy has got the mark now.
He's always had.
Did he always have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whirlwind.
Whoa.
There goes Arhu. Although he turned into a.
I'm dead.
He turned into a spirit, so maybe.
Hey, so did Steve.
Yeah.
That's good because now you can like one shot Lord Kim.
No, he's got to get his armor down.
Mr. Trix's turn. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
hard.
He's a little ridiculous.
He is level 20.
Okay, so who should I go after? This Black Green Defiler is going next, but I doubt I could chicken him, guaranteed, to make him lose his turn. Probably the best, or would it be better to work on? No, it's probably better to get rid of the action economy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Miss.
What?
Wow. You might want to check.
I thought you were going to go for the Defiler in front of you.
Oh no, this one is.
Oh, I'm killing him with our little trick. So.
Well.
I thought you were going to chicken the other guy, and I was going to kill him, and by reviving Steve.
I don't know what to do now.
Can you put your glasses on so you don't miss?
I need to, right?
Man, what is up with that?
Mark's not going to get a turn because he's stunned.
Oh, there's no way to get rid. Bless does not remove stun, does it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't
Let's
think
see.
so.
Stunned. Yeah, Bless does get rid of stunned. Cured by Magic Shell and Bless.
Magic shell.
Magic shell.
Where's my blood? Do I not? Oh, blesses the hands. You know what? I'll do that. Click on Mark. And then for my last action, so there's no. You know what? I'm still going to chicken him because he'll miss his turn since he's still going next.
Okay.
That'll at least make him lose his turn.
Yeah. And then Mark.
Or he'll just get killed for free.
Yeah. Remove this guy's armor. And I'll use him.
Careful about walking because you're going to get stunned.
Yeah.
If you move because of the electric water.
Okay. I should be able to Phoenix dive on the other side of these guys, right?
Probably.
Yeah, if you target running there, it might be okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I did it.
Wow. That was a good use of a bless. Rude.
Rude.
Alright. Shackle. Last rites. And we'll put Steve over here.
Yeah, magic armor. Love how that heals, resurrects him at full health too.
Yeah, that's wild. There's a Fear Maiden over here.
What?
Pain Weaver.
Oh yeah, there is. Up over on the other platform.
That
she
means.
She goes next. She has a breathing bubble.
What shall we do? This does the most damage. That'll get rid of the rest of his... No, maybe not the rest, but we'll get rid of a lot of his armor. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Uh-oh.
Projectile deflected.
Oh, you little turd.
Corpse explosion.
Flame.
I know,
Oh,
right?
he fell down.
I love it.
What did he slip?
Yeah, what did he fall on?
Just the water?
Oh, there's a frozen blood.
Oh.
Oh my
nice.
god.
That's perfect.
That's hilarious.
That's usually Mark's job.
I know. I'm feeling a little sympathy for that guy.
Let's start wailing
Now
on
he-
him.
He still does have deflecting, Steve.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. So what should I do then? I'm pretty useless against that guy.
What about the Fear Maiden that's above your head? Can you... Of course, that may be risky. I don't know if line of sight, arrows,
Yeah,
hitting
it's
in the corner.
tough to hit. I don't think this will work.
I could use a little healing.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
be nice. Not a big deal, but
I have an idea.
I gotta say, hey, no, I want that back.
It didn't work. She didn't
Yes,
have it.
magic armor.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Black with magic armor.
I'm dumb.
It's fine.
Is that electrified water a bad thing? I can remove
If you
it.
have no magic armor, it will stun.
It would if you could move the electric stuff like right in here, that would be really good.
Okay, on it.
Because that'll allow me to actually walk up to him and not get stunned.
That work?
Yes and no.
I don't know where it went, but
I don't know either. I saw some on my feet. I'll have to teleport in, but that's fine. I can at least stand next to him without getting stunned.
okay.
Fortunately, I was standing in it. It had a little bit of magic armor. Let's see. Teleport over here. Because it's funny, I'm going to source craft Adrenaline. Ruptured tendons. And chicken.
Nice.
I dare you to move.
Very nice.
I mean, I knew I should have.
Jesus.
I knew I should
Holy
have healed, but
Holy crap!
What is all that? Blessed
Oh,
ice.
blessed ice. Chance of magic shell, which increases magic armor. I don't know how that happened, but okay.
That's good, right? We
Well,
like that.
don't do a whole lot of moving around on because you will still slip and fall.
Oh.
if you have any
Man.
way to heal me, Mark, I would greatly appreciate that.
Oh.
If you can wait for the Fear Maiden, I can throw a heal at your way.
Yeah, we'll see. It's fine. It's just a question if I get targeted. Quinn,
I'm like literally 53.
No, Quinn is
health.
if you can heal anybody, Mark, heal Quinn.
I don't think I can. I used to have like a heal. I think that came with a piece of armor or something, but I don't have it
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh well. Violence is the answer then.
Violence is the best healing. It's good for the soul. Good for the spirit.
Defensive. It's defensive healing, right?
Can I attack the chicken?
Please do.
Okay.
What did that person cast? It was like some kind of chill, or
It was. Let's see.
because that was really cool.
Was cool.
Once.
Rethinking my careers.
It's a little late to be rethinking your career at this point. I mean, every time you see something cool, you can't go, "Oh, I want to do that."
Sure, I can.
Are we down to just the one guy?
No, there's
Oh,
3
no.
left.
Where are they?
Two,
Oh, they're up top.
Up top,
I
yeah.
see one. A jerk up there.
Just so you know, there's this tracker at the top middle of the screen. Kind of helps.
The
Details,
ones, the ones in
details.
the red boxes.
You've been playing
yeah.
Baldur's Gate, haven't you, Mark?
Oh, fuck,
Doesn't it
what
work
just
the same
happened?
way?
There's ice up
It's
there.
it's
You
it's way
slipped
better.
on the ice.
Did I slip?
There's ice up there. Yes.
Did I go up there? What happened?
Where
What
did you?
happened?
Where did you go? Oh no, you're still there.
He's still there. The
Okay.
Who needs the most? Is it? It's both you guys, doesn't it?
it's both, but it's better. It's more important for Quinn to stay up.
Okay.
Oh, does the bubble heal?
The bubble only
sort
gives
of.
you armor and magic armor.
Which is good, but it doesn't give you health.
I tried to teleport the guy from up top down below, but
Okay,
I don't think it did anything.
Yeah, I didn't see him or you move.
You have voracious hunger. Yeah, you receive. Oh, that's right. That's what gives you that deals you damage every turn. That's kind of apropos for tonight, isn't it? I will be able to heal a little bit when my turn comes around.
You're gonna go right after me. He's back up.
He must have a thing that reduces the counters to 1. Thinking any fun chickening. That's fine.
One. What other cool things can I do? I can battle stomp him.
Nice.
Let's attack. That's gonna take me both. Cane touch I can't do. The split storm. Swarm. It's kind of a storm. Alright.
You went from no health to full health.
Yep.
It's pretty nice.
Lee, you should not be missing as often now because you're encouraged.
I am encouraged.
It's going to be encouraged somewhere else. Although, if we can do damage to him, that'd be great.
I'm not going to be able to this turn because of the adrenaline. I gotta stay alive.
Stand alive, stand alive.
Where is... I just saw... There it is. It's like, I know how to healing potion.
Here comes his BS. Oh, he's down here now.
Slip and fall, slip and fall.
Yeah, magic armor.
Ow, you little turd.
Sorry, you weren't in the bubble.
That's it.
All right, Mark, you're in ice, but if you can get to Lord Kim and wail on him, that'd be ideal.
That'd be great. Okay.
Okay. Who's this guy in front of me?
Well, that's
Lee.
Try not to hit him, all right?
Idiot in front of me.
Like, look at all these people I could knock down. It's like, oh no, that's you. You're red colored.
If you're
so
able
you
to
look like a bad guy.
if you're able to battering ram that pain waver and knock him down, that'd be cool.
Yeah, he's got only a little bit of armor left. It probably would work.
I wonder if I could hammer him, even with like that little bit of armor.
Maybe if that hammer reaches that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could work.
Yep.
And it did. Well done.
All right, let's see.
You did fail to knock down the already knocked down Lord Kim.
Don't I have something good? Did I do anything good? Guess not. Can I reach with this? I can hit Lee. That sucks.
Do you have that blitz attack? That gets you right at somebody.
Oh. Dude. Oh, fuck.
I mean, that's
Where'd I go?
You're right here.
Okay. Like, as soon as my turn ends, it switches my camera to, like, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Or whoever's...
What the heck? I lost my turn.
Because you're frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Turd.
Sorry, I'm out of source points, so I can't blast you to cure it.
That's all right. I'm only out for a turn, but all my specials are going to be dropping.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice shot.
What is my best bet here?
Just
I'll miss.
wail on Kim.
Yeah, just trying to figure out what is it. Just my melee attack's the best way to go. Let's start off with this.
Ooh, dang, I did a lot.
And
A little bit of that.
which is one I attack that does backstab damage? It's a teleport one. I don't want to.
Oh, it's
Yeah, no,
another
it's-
licorice bean. It's two in a row, I think, maybe. Gross.
Hey, Mark, what you eating?
I finished a cold, sadly cold, Philly cheesesteak.
Anything with cheese in it that's cold is sad.
It was pretty sad. Under normal circumstances, I would have had it warmed up and hot, but I was just starving.
Right back. I'm going
Who
to get
trying
this
to warm it up?
gang
You
out
gotta
of the
eat
turn.
now.
Well, it's hard to like play and cook, so
Mm-hmm.
opted for just the eat. Then I have something else. I had chips and salsa and a mini Snickers bar.
God dang, all that since last time.
It's his bacon stick.
I was like starting to like lose consciousness. Like my blood sugar level was dropping.
It's your turn too, Mark.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Gotta
Knock that
so
pain.
many
Can you,
decisions to make.
Knock that pain.
Can you
meter
eat
back
your
down.
guy?
Or knock down that
Or-
lady behind you.
Actually, that'd be good too.
Yeah, it would have been better to knock her down since she goes next, but maybe you can still do it.
I don't have anything particularly disabling left, I don't think. Oh, wait, I can... No, challenge, what? No. It's...
So we might want to make these a little bigger.
Oh, like they're like half inch, right?
They're like about the size of a Tic Tac almost.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, maybe a little bigger.
A Tic Tac? What?
They're like
That's
twice
like a
the size
half
of
an
a
hour?
Tic Tac.
Maybe at
Squeeze
least
out a Tic Tac?
maybe at least the size of a Mentos.
Mentos. Yeah, I'm probably gonna triple the size and see how it prints.
You
But it's
should
pretty tiny.
you should post a picture of it in Discord when it's done.
Well, they're all done. I just
they're all
pull
done?
off yeah, I gotta pull off the supports, and I think I'm gonna not have the supports and do a brim instead. But man, they're tiny.
What do you mean blocked? What do you mean blocked?
Blocked
You're
by
right there.
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
There we go.
Well done.
Oh, she stood back
Locked
up
out.
though.
Well, yeah,
Well,
her
it's her
turn.
turn, so.
Her turn was directly after that. So
Oh, nice.
So
that's why we wanted her knocked down.
Do we want her knocked down again? She seems to be up.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Because otherwise, I could. How many points do I have? Oh, it's not my turn. Duh. Oh man, I got a lot of time before my
Rude.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Preview. Get rid of the supports because that was stupid. The supports were almost bigger than the actual result.
Okay, it's my turn.
My turn.
Surely you can do 1,700 damage.
Right?
Howdy, Canoe. This is a sour grape bean.
Let's start. How much does this do? Almost. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. How much damage does that do?
Looks like that did about 800.
Oh, 800. So I'm gonna be shot. Should I risk going to kill him, or should I just play it safe and knock him down?
Do you think you can do 1,000 damage?
Yeah, let's try it. Ah, so close.
He is already people left.
Nothing up
Mark
my
can kill
sleeve.
him. It's his mark anyway, so.
100 hit points.
Yeah, you can do 200 hit points damage, right?
I can get over there.
You can walk, remember.
Oh.
Regular movement is a thing.
Slave
What?
mode.
What's that?
I like to make an entrance. Oh, fuck!
What happened?
What even happened there?
So, Mark stepped away, caused him to have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, jeez.
That caused him to move a little bit. That caused us to get an attack of opportunity and kill him.
Wow.
All because Mark took a step inadvertently.
That's just crazy.
Oh,
So-
God.
We missed out on a legendary item because we let Lord Aru die.
I'd be really hard to keep him alive.
Well, if we can teleport him, like I said, we got to get him away.
Yeah.
Get him
If we were-
away from fight, you know?
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably not worth
But I
doing
can
it.
actually play the game. The stupid game sometimes.
It probably would have been a piece of wizard armor or something.
Probably.
All right, let's see what I can do here. I want to go here. What? God, when they say 2 meters, they really mean 2 meters.
Well, yeah. 2 meters doesn't generally mean 4 meters.
Oh, but it's right here at 1.8. But because the center mass is at 2.4, it's refusing.
Yeah, that's more than 2 meters.
Sure.
Steve.
Yeah.
Rather than killing this person,
Okay.
do you have a resurrection scroll?
Maybe.
You can't resurrect NPCs.
You can't resurrect Lord Ardu?
No.
Okay.
Once Arhu dies, Arhu is dead. Forever.
We can like eat his soul or something.
No, we don't
Yeah?
want to do that. We need to talk to him still.
Yeah, just go ahead and kill.
Okay.
I was just trying to exploit the system.
The spirit watches you. Composed
Sorry,
and
Canoe.
dignified, even
There wasn't
in
enough death there for you.
Of course you do, Godwoken. Why else would you seek out a tired old spectre like myself? But what you ask was expressly forbidden by the Divine. Lucian was so intent his tomb remained sacred that he enacted the sorcerer pogrom. Better to silence all sorcerers than to chance a Godwoken arising and entering. His paranoia was so great he saw to it that his tomb was turned into a fortress to thwart the likes of you. I swore to uphold his wishes, but that was before the Voidwoken.
Lucian is dead. It's not for him to decide the fate of the world anymore. Lucian knew the damage that his decrees have done to the world. He would surely advise you, release you from your oath. Growl that the fate of the world hangs in the balance to the void with the wishes of a dead man. You need to get into that tomb, damn it.
I know.
There's loot in there.
And I think Lucian would have concurred if he was still with us. I will help you.
Yay.
I am not one to break an oath lightly. But I'm also not one to ignore the truth. Not when it's written in my own blood. The void
Yeah,
means
sorry about that.
I'd sooner the future be in the hands of a Godwoken than with the Black Ring. Nobody knows every step of the way to Lucian's tomb. But I'll do what I can for you. First, you must get past the Path of Blood. An amulet filled with source paired with the Scroll of Atonement will let you by unharmed.
Oh, that's why we needed this guy.
So we do literally need to follow the blood path.
We need to follow the blood path. But the thing is, you can't get through the blood path if you've ever killed anybody, you've ever lied about anything, or if you've ever stolen anything.
Oh dear.
None,
done all of those things.
None of us qualify. So we need this guy for the alternate method to get through.
We need plan B.
Yes.
So do we need to reload and make sure he lives?
No. He's just all he needs to do is tell us where to find this amulet and scroll.
He's a ghost. He's really light. He can come with.
I think he's stuck here now.
Tell him that I sent you.
Well, he was pretty useless. That's for sure.
Put the amulet on and charge it up by consuming source. Once it's got 5 charges in it, it'll be ready to go. Bring
Easy
the
too.
amulet
That's right,
and
Zach.
scroll to the Path of Blood. By the statue of Lucian, there is a hidden mechanism. Set the fully charged amulet in the hidden receptacle, then read from the scroll.
Oh man. Somebody said there was going to be any
Instructions?
reading involved.
Obstacles remain. I can help with only one. The death room is a chamber of many levers. 5 will lead you closer to your goal. The rest will lead you to your death.
That sounds fun.
Yep.
Each lever is named for a virtue of the divine. Find the levers whose initials spell the word power.
Oh God.
Select these 5 and these alone.
Okay. Let me write that down.
We're gonna have to remember the word power for the next time we play in 2.5 months.
I was about to say, next time we play, we're definitely not getting there tonight. Next time we play, we might string a few weeks together, but it's still going to be a couple months before we get there. Levers equals EOWER. Okay. I'll remember this notepad for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then ask.
So I scaled him up to 45 millimeters by 31 by 42.
Okay, I know what that means.
It's 3
Ain't your
times the
thing
size.
print gigantic stuff?
It'll do 250 millimeters by 250 millimeters by 250.
That's what I want then.
That's like, I think I looked it up, right? It was like 10 inches or something? By 10 by 10 by 10? That's pretty huge.
Yeah, it's like 10 inches.
Besides,
But a tic-tac took a half an hour?
he must have had
Well,
his
it
reasons.
wasn't just one. It was
I just hope
1,
you'll forgive me for
2,
breaking the oath. Farewell, Godwoken.
3,
The Hall
4,
of Echoes
5,
beckons me.
6, 7. It was 7 of the critters.
Jesus.
Oh, 7 tic-tacs.
Yeah. So this scaled up version is going to take 3 hours.
Okay.
The Lord Kim's corpse has a lot of crap on it.
It is a lot of crap. It's got another shield. Not as good as my shield. Ooh, there's a bow on it. And a key. Linder Kim's rune key.
2 unidentified amulets. Divine level amulets.
So now I still have my armor on, and I was flying, and I was still able to eat the source. The game was just being a jerk.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, come over here and stand in the pee.
I didn't use any of my pee. Alright, I got a lot of identifying to do here. First, the boots.
Start clicking.
Shoes of the Acolyte. Okay, that's intelligence crap. That gets sold. Here's a wand. That's gonna get sold. Here's a ring. It's a ring. 221.
Looks like meh.
I'll take this ring, I think. I'll switch a warfare for an arrow throws, but I think
What's the
that's
warfare? 130. How much armor was on your old ring?
139.
And it was 2. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's only 20 more hit points for me. I think I'd rather have the scoundrel rather than the warfare.
Do you have this? I expect you do.
Corrupted blade.
Sounds like something.
I do.
I gave it to you anyway. Here's a new shield that is not as good as the shield we found in the room right before this. Under Kim's wedding ring. Something odd about this ring, more than the simple pledge of eternal love. It appears to have been carved for some specific purpose. Like a key.
Like a key.
It's bow. Damn. Check out this bow.
Oh. Strength, Constitution. What?
No, you're looking at my
Hey, I'm
sword.
looking
Look at
for
the
it.
bow.
3 finesse. That's the 3 finesse is nice. That would match mine. The initiative is nice. What's the damage range?
It's got an
124?
empty. It's got a rune slot in it.
Yeah, so does this one. Chance to cripple, plus accuracy. The plus 10% crit is the only thing that's better, but
I sent it to you. You'd use Huntsman, Steve?
I don't need as much Huntsman, but yeah, I do. I tend to go for the warfare and the damage. The Huntsman only gets me to be able to do skills.
Okay.
It's got a little bit of benefit. What's my amulet? My amulet right now is plus 2 finesse, necro, persuasion, and perseverance.
Well, do you want this one? The King's Heart?
King's Heart. Strength, Huntsman. No.
No. Griffin's Egg. What does the rune do for this one? Evasive aura. Movement plus 0.75 is nice. Magic armor. Dodging. Accuracy. That's pretty nice. Don't find many talismans. Don't find many amulets with slots in them.
Oh. What were the two?
Here's one amulet. The King's Heart. And here's the other one, the Griffin's Egg. Egg.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
And some crappy mage armor.
Stupid mage armor.
Lord Linder Kim's rune key. I guess we're going to Linder Kim's room. Kin's room. Virtue token. Consuming this will bestow 2 source points upon you.
There is a spirit of Linder Kim here to talk to.
Okay. He's a bony man.
He is.
With a glint in the dark of his eye,
He's eating.
the spirit of Kem sneers at you.
I am sworn to the king, and sworn I remain, Godwoken. I owe you nothing.
Nah. Tell me more about the coup. What was Zend?
My aims were, no less than the God King's triumph. That's all you can know.
I am not going to pass this persuasion check. Yep.
Silence.
Mark's going to need to talk to him.
Words mean nothing to me.
Mark.
Which guy?
Talk to Skeleton Man. We need persuasion on him.
Spirit of Lindercam?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I almost pickpocketed him. That'd be bad.
Because you're sneaking. I don't think it would be that bad.
Skeleton pockets.
I don't think he's got pockets for you to pick any.
Why are they so small? Oh, they're so weird.
Do not consume this source.
Okay.
Do not. We need to talk to him.
Okay. Tell him. All right.
Then you know I'll return.
Why is that choice here all the time? Jeez.
Because there's a spirit there. That's why.
This is a test of willpower.
Every time you're talking to a spirit, that's a choice. Don't do it.
This is a challenge for you, Mark.
I am sworn
this
to
kid.
the king,
Okay.
and sworn I remain, Godwoken. I
On
owe
his defeat,
you
consume the
nothing.
spirit source. It's just what is your
My
end
aims
game?
were,
Oh, here we go.
no less.
Haha.
Enough! Is it not obvious to you? To own the city is to own the cathedral, to own the tomb, to own Lucian.
Yes, his bones.
Lucian is the key. The seven may be dead, but their essence still lives within his rotting corpse. When the God King claims that final pearl of divinity, his reign will begin. Imagine it, Godwoken, a pure and perfect world. Cowards will no longer beg for scraps and warriors' feet. The fruits of our own labor will belong only to us.
That sounds good.
The divinity held within Lucian's cadaver belongs only to the king's chosen. And you,
Is it like literally something in his bones that we have to eat?
What?
Probably. He perks up. What?
Hey?
Consume the spirit source. Oh, I can do this because I have the armor, right?
No, all of us can do it
Okay.
because we're Godwoken.
And he's a spirit.
Okay, ask again. Because I have the hungry armor.
No, all of us can do it because of who we are.
Oh, okay.
It's a plot.
What about
my master
what?
requires nothing less than the dead divine lying in its most famous tomb. There is still the wisp of the seven residing within him, a single wisp separating the rightful king from his kingdom. It matters not if you defeat every last leaf whose bones have risen in my master's honor, Godwoken. With or without me, with or without Ishmael, the God King rises.
Sure.
Okay. Take your leave. All right. Look, I didn't do it.
Good job. Steve's sitting here just building stuff. Steve's sitting here playing with Legos while you're having an important conversation.
Yep.
Okay, well that went better than expected.
It really did. Might want to save.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot better than expected, actually. You know, if you can control the action economy in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the key.
So, any idea where his room is? Where those keys go?
We're in his house, so...
Okay,
Is this the tomb?
This is not the tomb. This
I
is...
wasn't sure if this was his house or not.
This is Linder Kim's vault.
Okay.
King,
like a barrel just teleport out of nowhere.
King Lucian's tomb is somewhere else entirely.
That sounds like a Swedish snack or something. Linderkim. About a whole bag of Linderkims.
You know all about the snacks, so...
I went to IKEA, and that's where I get them.
Get
You
your
can buy them in
Linderkim.
like the... Yeah, they're right next to
It's a-
those meatballs you can get at IKEA. The Linderkims.
It's either a snack or an end table.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all of their furniture has such strange names, you can't remember any of it. I guess unless you're Swedish.
Billy the
Then
Bookcase
it's-
is pretty easy. Is his room up here somewhere?
All right, there's.
Oh, Queen Justinia is up here. This is where she went.
Oh, right. We were looking for her,
Yeah.
just like Ardu.
You haven't said his name right a single time.
Yeah, well, it's no fun.
Lady Kem has been kind enough to host me until I can return to the kingdom. I vow to take greater care in whom I trust. I must seek
Why were
to
we looking
avoid
for
further
her?
tragedy than we have already
Well, Ross wanted her rescued, and then when we rescued her, she just left, and I didn't know where she went, but apparently she went.
You know, it's hard to keep the story straight when you we play this game once every 4 months.
I've already sent word to him. He can rest his mind now. Mikhail is no man of courage, but he's as loyal as a
Time for
fresh
Steve to
bed.
re-roll his character, start over.
Yep.
That's
Just
why Steve.
re-roll.
That's why Steve doesn't finish games. Always gotta start over.
Yes, the void closes in. It's so much more dangerous than even death fog. Death fog we can see and smell. The void is empty, intangible. We don't know it's there until its creatures are upon us. It pains me to know the Black Ring preyed on my weakness. My hands are not yet clean of the victim's blood. I will make amends. Somehow. Yes? What about them?
What's
I
next?
rebuild.
Rebuild.
The
Rebuild
dwarven
what?
people deserve answers. They deserve apologies. They deserve to walk the streets and sing their songs without fearing to offend their sovereign.
What kind of songs do the Dwarves sing, I wonder?
They deserve a future, a jubilant one. It's up to me to give it to them. She was a scientist of sorts, or so the town criers chanted. She knew the ways of nature and beyond, and I invited her to court to show me. She healed the sick and soothed the wounded. I saw it with my own eyes. I brought her close. Her words were wise, and her aims, well, they seemed so pure. It was after Alexander assembled the quorum that Isbiel turned my mind to thoughts of war. Our scouts and spies aided dwarven sorcerers where and when they could, but Isbiel insisted the monks and shriekers would touch dwarven land. When we came to Arx to prepare, she rarely left my side except to tend to her laboratory. I'd no idea what atrocities she'd been committing there. Farewell.
Goodbye. Okay. We didn't really need that much from her, I guess. Alright, where is Linda Kim's room? Is this it? The one with the corpse at the door?
Right. Yeah, I think there was a story behind that corpse.
Yeah, something to do with Mark.
I can't remember what Mark did.
Take that picture.
I don't remember what the
Did I miss something?
The
Did I kill
ladder.
somebody?
That ladder goes up into the attic.
Maybe there was something up here.
Maybe. Oh shit!
All the traps. You just
This looks a lot like one of the bedrooms at the top of the inn where we killed everybody.
good
The layout.
times.
Yeah.
Good times. I remember those days fondly.
Mark and Lee, I gave you healing potions in case you
Okay, thank
desperate.
Oh yeah, wow. It's huge on my hotbar.
you. Were those huge or giants?
Giant healing potion.
Giants.
Yeah, that's nice.
Those are nice.
I got a bunch of.
It's
Yeah,
like
thanks.
the size
That-
of the Kool-Aid man.
That definitely helps.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't seem to be much up here. But I think this is Linder Kim's room.
It makes sense. Would make sense. Unless we, pickpocketed the chest that was here, or something.
Maybe. Alright.
All right, there's the cat dog.
Cat dog. What do you mean cat
Louis, who sounds like mew. The dog was whimpering, but it sounds like it's a cat meow.
dog? Oh. He got hurt
Yeah, I'm not
somehow. Why is he hurt?
I don't remember. I'll keep my teeth firmly in my mouth next time. And that's all he says. So there is this room the other way that has all these people in it, but I don't
Yeah.
really see anything in there either. Not sure.
I don't know. Well, maybe I'll research that for next time.
For next time.
Alright, back outside.
Back outside.
Whoop. I'm in dialogue.
Same.
Yeah, say. Oh. I just accidentally talked to.
What are we doing? Are we bribing or
where-
attacking?
Where are you? Hold on. Why is he upset with you?
I don't know.
Okay, what is going on here? You've
I
been
just-
poking
I
around
tried to
all the
pyramid
wrong
to you.
places. Let's see what kind of goodies you. Oh, what? Wow, I don't know. Why'd you piss him off?
I just tried to teleport to you and it happened.
Attempt to bribe, I guess? I don't know.
1801. That's a lot of something.
Well, it's your money.
I don't think I have money.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, I bribed him.
Fine. I guess it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Wonder what that was all about.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I guess I have a lot of money. I have like 8,000 money.
You had 9,800 apparently. We've all got money. I've got 36,000 on me. And we've got 66,000 total, so somebody's got all got a total of. Steve's got 14, almost 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve's got a level 9 amulet.
Level 9 what?
Level 9
What?
amulet hanging around on me for some reason.
Well, you never know.
Hey, I'm
Sentimental
attached
value.
to it. All right.
Yeah.
It's sentimental.
It's got sentimental. Wonder why this poor dog is permanently blinded.
Poor thing.
What's going on?
I also have a fork on me. Did you want that too?
No, I don't want anything you got. I was just remarking because it was remarkable.
Quinn, did you get your Zuck Jelly Bean?
Did I? No, I've been paying attention to the game instead.
Hey, Mark, what you eating?
Jelly bean.
I'm so full. I'm like sleepy, but I'm eating this chocolate bar. It's like a Tony's chocolonely for dessert.
But we didn't gain a level off that. What do we look like as far as
62%?
It's not that close.
It is not.
I need a little over 1 million for another level. All right. Trying to think what else we got left. We got the toy store to do. Gosh, and then I think we're on the last thing.
Blood path?
Then it's the path of blood. And I think that's the end of the game.
Wow. So like once we get to the crypt?
Once we get to the tomb, I think that triggers game end. That's the last area, I think.
We eat the guy's bones and we're done?
I don't think we're going to eat anybody's bones, because I think we have the final confrontation with Dallas there.
That guy. Like from the beginning of the
I've
game.
already eaten them.
You're thinking of Alexander. Probably. Dallas is a chick.
Huh.
Mark remembers nothing. But Dallas was using Alexander.
Alexander's the guy we killed like twice, right?
Yeah, we killed Alexander a couple times.
Yeah, we killed the same people multiple times in this game a lot.
Like I remember the name Dallas, but I don't remember the character Dallas.
Well, she's the head of the Magisters.
How many times did we kill Wendigo? 3?
A lot. These people are talking about Arhu. Oh yeah, this is the cathedral.
Dang, we just got like 20,000 XP.
Well, yes, because I entered the cathedral.
I pledge my soul.
Whenever you enter a new area, you get XP for it.
What? We came all this way?
We came all this way to come here.
Came all this way to get here. Where's the toy store? Ross Estate.
Well, there is a. It's a.
Toy store shops here. Let's see. We
toy seller shop is this building on our right.
Yeah. We did the harbor.
Where Steve
although we
actually
still
is.
need to finish up that thing with that girl there. We've done Kim's mansion. We've done the lizard consulate.
He gave you some picks, Lee.
Riven's over there at the cathedral, but that's a big place. But that's the last area. The Black House kicked our ass. That's the doctor. I don't remember how we resolved that. We did the Lore Master's house.
Where'd you send them?
Huh?
Oh, Steve, where'd you send the pictures?
I didn't send any pictures. I sent you some pics, lock picks.
Pics. Okay. I thought pics as in pictures.
Yeah.
As in things of that you 3D printed.
No, I
Gotcha.
have not done that.
Yeah, I think all we
Thanks
got
for
left
the
was
lockpick.
just the toy seller shop. We need to resolve that little girls thing in the harbor. And
Yeah.
then we go to the cathedral and start wrapping this thing up, I think.
Sounds good.
Although did Mark make a deal with the doctor at the Black House? Or
In an alternate universe.
okay.
I do not
Oh.
think I don't think the
We didn't keep that.
I think the deal preceded death.
Okay. So we need to see
Yeah.
if we can resolve that too. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. I think the deal was made and then there was the
I think we
fight
all
that was
died.
to survive. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All I did.
Okay. Toy stores over here. Now, oh god, I remember terrible things happening at the toy store last when I did this on my playthrough. But maybe we can get around having terrible things happen.
Right up.
So do we want to do this now or do we want to do this next time?
It's 50-50. We only have about 15 minutes left. So maybe next time.
Yeah, the toy store could break out into a lengthy encounter. So yeah, maybe it's best if we do that next time.
As much as I would like to get into another fight, but maybe next
We
time.
may not have, since we see. I didn't do Lord Arhu last time before I came here. So now that we've met Lord Arhu and did him, we may not end up in a big fight this time. But
Look at you.
we'll figure it out next time.
Next time.
Who knows when that'll be? Let's see.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Let's see. We can go hang out with Fives. It's something we like to do. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Ultra 5 wave. I don't have a wave emote. Do I?
It's just text for me.
No.
I just
It's text for me, too.
It's just text for me, too, because there isn't any such thing. It doesn't exist. Alright. Off to 5 stream. Take it easy, everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to hang out. Well, Canoe and I are going to play We Were Here Expeditions The Friendship, because Canoe's my friend. We're going to play that. And then Fridays, my regular stuff. Y'all know how it works. Once again, thanks for hanging out. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
The shark's pretty cool, Steve.
Cool. Yeah. Turned out really cool.